They say that imitation is the greatest form of flattery, so I always found it very interesting. You guys worked, in the AWA, of course, the Rockers. How did it feel to see the Rockers are you guys? I mean, when they started off, it was like, here's the, how did you feel about that?
In Louisiana, Shawn Michaels used to ride in the back seat with us. He was just Shawn Michaels. I remember the first time we did a scaffold match in Louisiana. We were in St. Charles. Wasn't it?
Lake Charles.
Lake Charles. Anyway, sitting up the big old scaffolds, and Shawn went out there and he climbed up halfway up, and he come back down. And he goes, "Hell no."
Too much.
Okay,
said,
but,
"Hell no."
but listen to me.
That's hilarious.
Sean's like, no,
Well, they
thanks.
became the Midnight Rockers.
Right.
It was a compliment to me.
Sure.
Shawn is a friend of mine.
Sure.
He's a friend of Robert's. You hear me? Marty was a friend of ours.
Sure.
I really, and don't
I
get me
remember coming
wrong,
in there.
I don't know what happened to Marty. Marty
I know, he punched me in the face when he was in
He
studio.
did punch him in the face.
Did he
That's
really?
a whole other story.
That's
Yeah.
a whole nother
Yeah,
story.
that's
But
what
on the floor was a lot of fun.
I just don't know. I had my bad times in my life, where I went through I'm not lying to you.
Sure.
I did cocaine. I'm not lying to you, but I didn't know what happened. I know that it was a great compliment to us. I love Marty.
I know the boys used to say, "Hey, man, y'all better not be wearing them bandanas." Me and Rick walked in and, "Hey, I don't give a damn. Y'all can wear them. We don't bother
yes.
us. Go ahead."
Sean, here, that's cool, bro.
Yeah, that's a compliment.
But you know what? And we worked at a little deal with them out of Memphis. And we did good business.
Yeah.
We had great matches with, Martin, I got to say this now. Shawn Michaels a hell of a worker. He's a hell of a worker.
Of course.
Not
Did you
bullshitting.
see the greatness
Marty wasn't
coming?
bad,
Because
but
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn was great.
Did you see the greatness back then that was coming for him? Were you surprised when he became such a superstar? This guy's one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah, Shawn, I side you back watch.
How about Marty
he
back
just
in those
took their
days?
time
Marty was
grooving
I
in.
love Marty. Marty's good.
Marty was fabulous back in those days.
Marty was good.
Yeah, Marty was great.
Yeah.
But I just don't know.
He's a little out there though.
Yeah,
I gotta
just
get
don't
in.
know what
I gotta
happened
get
to
in
him.
my typical Freebird question. What was it like working with the Freebirds and Michael Hayes, Buddy Jack Roberts, and Terry Gordy?
Me and Michael Hayes used to hitchhike to the TV station together, set the ring up.
They grew up together.
Really?
You grew up with Michael Hayes?
I gave Michael Hayes his first
Did you guys
job.
have measuring contests and stuff like that? Because you're legendary. I'm assuming Michael Hayes has been around the block,
I gave Michael Hayes his first job setting the ring up.
Yes.
Wow.
Really?
I was the head of the ring crew.
Michael,
Really?
Yeah.
Michael, for his
He
time,
hitchhiked
he was
to
one of the
TV
greatest talkers ever.
I really believe
Without a
that.
doubt.
I felt like he could have been world champion.
No, he
We
wasn't.
debate about this all the time. I felt
He
was
wasn't
world
the
champion.
greatest worker,
Right. Okay.
but I'm not getting me wrong. He drew money.
Okay.
He could talk.
But boy, he could talk.
How about Terry Gordy?
And Michael don't have no. When you're in the ring with him, you be his partner. He don't have any. Know that you're his partner. You be standing beside him. Look, pow. Boom, hits you there.
Terry Gordy was so big. He started wrestling when he was like 16.
Yeah.
Yes,
huge.
and Terry was phenomenal worker.
He was for a
God.
big guy.
Oh yes,
Loose.
he was. No,
Great.
he started working before he was 16.
Yeah,
Hell, he was a heavyweight champion at 16 years old. I think he started working at 14.
dude.
He was big like that then.
Big dude.
This is a difficult question, but how does it feel watching all these guys that you've worked with pass away? All these wrestlers pass away. I mean, does it rip your heart apart? I mean, we lost Road Warrior Animal.
Yeah,
we're just losing all these guys.
Listen, dude, these guys, it's a different whole thing in our days. We were the boys. We didn't have contracts, and we depended on each other to make a living. Nowadays the guys get hurt for events where they're on contracts. How they go home for 6 months. We still had to work.
If we didn't show it, we didn't get paid.
And then when you work with them, and if you was hurt, I promise you, nobody knew you were hurt because we knew how to work around it and we had to take care of it. Mike and Joe, Animal and Hawk, loved these guys. I mean, I absolutely, because you don't know what all we done and we've been through together. And not only them, just so many of the boys. that died, and ones that nobody even think about, like Killer Tim Brooks. I don't know if he passed away, but when I was a kid in Texas, he took care of me. At that time, he taught me how to work and make me better. You see what I'm saying?
Back then, everybody helped each other.
Yes, and nowadays, they don't give a shit. But these were my friends. And I hadn't really told many people about this. My birthday was September the 21st. And Joe calls me. And he wishes me a happy birthday. I'm going to see him Saturday in Jackson. And we're talking. And the next day was his anniversary. And he was telling me what him and his wife were going to go do. And I'm joking with him. But I never forget this, man. He says, Ricky, I called him, when we were gang, he said, Ricky Morton, I love you. And I said, Joe, I love you too. And he said, I see you Saturday. And he died the next day. And his wife. You see, that's things that's really
hard.
Yeah, it's hard. It's emotional. And I'm the kind of guy, I don't go to funerals. I remember you as yours. It's even like I told my wife. I says, if I die, and I don't have no funeral. I do not have no funeral. I don't want nobody to come see me dead, and burn me up. Spread my ashes wherever you want to. I don't like that. So it's not disrespecting anybody over that, but I want to remember you as you were. It's a lot of hard times in this business, guys, that the crowds don't understand. It's a lot of things that you don't understand, how we depended on each other, how we loved each other. Back then, you didn't fight. You understand me? You cut, if you had a problem, you just cut an interview on them, and it was over with. Nowadays, they want to beat you up and kill you, and, well, hell, when they wrestle you in the ring, they beat you up and kill you. And guys get beat up in the ring, they don't know they got beat up, because they're used to working so stiff and having no clue.
Tell these boys today, hit me hard as you can. Why? Say, because your working punch is killing me.
Yeah.